Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Yesterday's audio, should I say, was a bit of a motivational one. And basically, we discussed that magic definitely does work, that magic definitely is real, because people would not be using it since forever and ever, and still, if it was just a gimmick, right? So, in today's audio, we're going to talk a bit more about why your vibration needs to match the spell work. And the reason why I'm going to talk about this is because if you know me, guys, you know that I'm really honest about what can be done, what can't be done, what spells I will perform, what spells I will not perform, who I'll work with, who I won't work with. And you know that I'm really transparent about, what magic truly is and how it works, and that I love to basically educate people on it. So, magic is basically energy work. You can perform it in different ways, of course. Everybody has their practices and everybody has their own ways of working with it, and that's totally fine. I'm not saying that my practice is the only one that gives results. Absolutely not. There are so many casters that are great at it. Obviously magic has been here since forever. Obviously I am not the only spellcaster in the world. So I really want to make that clear. But in essence, whatever method or practice spellcasters have, what they're truly doing is energy work. So just to make that clear. And the reason why we're making it clear is because we're going to be talking about why your vibration needs to match that. Now, you know that I give instructions and that I'm really big on instructions and vibrational work. And a lot of people don't like me because of that, and that's totally fine. And the main reason why I think is because majority of the people, they don't want to work on themselves, and that's the honest truth. They don't feel like it. It's something they would rather not do because they want the easy fix. They want the easier path, and that's in human nature. We would all like to have an easier path. Somebody just cast a spell and all of a sudden everything's fine. But as you know, that is not how it works, and that is not how it can work. And that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And therefore, we have to do what we have to do, and that is vibrational work. So, our vibration needs to match our spell work, because what I'm doing or any other caster, right? Not just me, anybody. What anybody is doing is trying to join you back together by giving your person basically pushes. And as you know, magic doesn't force people to do anything. People always have free will. Free will is a thing. Free will cannot be taken away. And even when we have destined events, right? As you know, we do always have free will, but there are some events in our lives that we need to go through. Even then, we still have our free will, but the events are just pointing us into a certain direction. So, guys, see, with magic, we also create events that point somebody into a certain direction, and that is both you and your person, if it's an X back spell. So, magic does create situations in which certain things can happen. You can get back together, you can get back in touch, and all of those stuff. That's how it works. It works in a natural way. So, what is very important is for your vibration to match the spell work, which means that if you are feeling depressed, if you are feeling needy and desperate, and you are really trying to manipulate this person and want to force this person, and you think that love is something that is so hard for you to get and something you need to manipulate and force, it's not gonna work, because this is low vibrational. And your wish, right, the energy I'm working on, the stuff I'm working on, because my magic is definitely not hexes and curses, so they are high vibrational stuff. It's high vibrational, so it's like pure love joining you back into pure love, into a wonderful relationship. So for that to happen, you can't be in a totally different vibration, because what your vibration is basically what's preventing you from having your spell to manifest, and not just your spell, but also preventing you from seeing the good things in your life and for having more good things happen. So vibration in general, you could look at it through your mindset. Basically what your mindset is at the moment, that's your vibration. So what you're thinking about yourself, about love, about a bunch of things, that is creating your vibration. And your vibration is basically what's attracting things towards you, and it can't attract good things if it's bad, if that makes sense. So when we do spell work, we are working with, a specific person. So we are actually making something happen that is like very specific. And vibration doesn't work with specific things like on its own naturally. So it works with just general things, but it doesn't allow you, if you are in a really bad vibration, it doesn't kind of allow you to be happy or to have good things happening in all areas of your life. So it's gonna kind of depend on a lot of things, because it's complex. Maybe you can be successful in one area and then totally unsuccessful in the next one, depending on your mindset. Because you can have a really good mindset for, let's say, work, and really bad one for love. It's complex to talk about in general, as always. But basically, what we're doing, like I was saying, we are trying to make something specific happen. So that is where magic comes in, when it's a specific thing. But it can also be a general thing. It doesn't matter. Some people use magic just to find love. And some people use it to get back a certain person, or to get a certain person, whatever. But if you're going to be in a vibration that does not match that, so what I'm trying to say is, if you had this person, would you feel needy and desperate and, alone and depressed and anxious? No, right? If you had this person and everything was great, if you had the relationship you wanted, right, you would not feel like that. So see, this vibration just doesn't match your wish. It doesn't match my spell work, because my spell work is for something happy and wonderful and reunion, and your vibration is about being alone, being desperate, and being sad. So that is the thing. That is why we need your vibration to match our spell work, right? Now, another thing that's very important to mention is that people think that basically their vibration needs to be like they are already back with that person, in terms that they need to pretend they are in a relationship, which is absolutely not true. Do not do not affirm that you are back together. Do not affirm specific affirmations for your ex. Tom and I are back together. Tom loves me. Tom married me. That does nothing. It can only make you even more anxious and even more desperate and even more in the vibration of not having Tom back. It doesn't work. I know it's very popular online, but it just doesn't work. It can do you harm, and it will just do nothing for your spell work, because basically um, Tom does not hear affirmations. These affirmations do nothing for spell work, and the vibration you need to be in is not this. The vibration you need to be in is the vibration of feeling fulfilled and content. So all you need to do is feel good on your own, and to actually feel good on your own means working on your issues. So whatever you have, it depends on a person, right? So this is where shadow work comes in. This is where, working on your reactions, your triggers, all that stuff comes in. And just working on all areas of your life, having a fulfilled life, living a happy life, not moping around waiting for someone. That is the right vibration. It's not about pretending to be in a relationship you are not in at the moment at all. That's actually very messed up. Okay, don't do that. That is not what will help your spell work. What will help your spell work is just being in a good vibration. Good vibration does not mean vibration of pretending to have something you don't have. Good vibration is not about pretending at all. So if you're going to be pretending your vibration is good and kind of imagining it's good, it's not going to work. You actually really have to get into that vibration where you're feeling fulfilled and good about yourself, where you love yourself, where you're feeling confident. And this is why you need to work on yourself to get there, because that's how you do it. You do the work on yourself, and it's individual for each person because we all have different past traumas and we have different triggers and we are different. We had different lives. But the only thing that is common is that everybody has these things and everybody has some attachment issues and everybody has, just some ways they react, and everybody, nobody is perfect basically. And the idea is also not to become perfect because you can't. You never will be perfect. Nobody will ever be perfect. And that's the point of life, right? But it's on working on those issues and working on the way you react to things and a bunch of other stuff. Loving yourself, choosing yourself, knowing you're worthy of this love, of this reunion to happen again. And basically, with breakups, it's very important to understand that breakups happen for a reason. So they needed to happen, guys. They had to happen, and the reason why they happened, is for you to grow and learn something. So if you're not gonna change, if you're not gonna grow, you are just staying in that same vibration where the same thing, even if your spell works, where the same thing is going to happen again until you learn and grow and change. And you need to grow and change because that's the point of life. That is the point of life. You need to do it. So I'm perfectly aware that people don't like a lot of people will not like, oh, you have to do vibrational work. You really need to work on yourself. Oh no, they don't want to. They don't want to. They just want this eggs back. They just want the quick fix. But even if this quick fix was possible, even if I could deliver your eggs to you the next day, here, have them back. Don't you think that the same problems and the same issues would happen again and end up in a breakup really shortly after? Yes, they would. So it's extremely important to do that change, to do that work, and to be patient because some situations need more time. And all the situations I get as a caster and every other caster, every situation we get in general is a hard situation. If it was easy, nobody would need magic. They could just do it on their own. So you need to be understanding that it's gonna take some time. You're gonna have to be patient, and you're gonna have to work for it. And that is the reality of spell work, guys. That is the reality of spell work when it comes to bringing access back. Of course, it depends on the spell, and this is basically what I'm talking about. Is if there is another person involved, if we have a free will from another person. So I hope this makes sense. I hope it was helpful. And I love you guys. Bye.